22-year-old Kamia Hassel learned her punishment today in Berrien County. Last month, a jury found her guilty of the January killing of Sergeant Tyrone Hassel III. He was shot to death while visiting family in Michigan.
Hello, welcome to Brushes and Justice, where we talk about crimes in our community. My name is Deshara, and this is my attempt to shed the light on the crazy, sick, and twisted world of criminality. This content does contain graphic language, and it is not made for children, so viewer discretion is advised. We're here every Monday and Thursday, so make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to stay in the know. So let's get right into it. This is a story of love, betrayal, money, and of course justice, because justice is going to get served. So on December 31st, 2018, Tyrone Hassel was doing what a good husband and father would be doing. He called his wife, Kamia, and to ask Kamia did she want him to bring her food back from a party. So Kamia tells Tyrone, yeah, bring us some food. So Tyrone pull up to the crib to drop the food off to Kamia, and he is attacked. Okay, he is shot in his head and his neck. Let's just go back. Let's rewind. Let me tell y'all about Kamia. Let me tell y'all who she is. And I'm probably saying her name wrong, but I don't care. I don't. So Kamia is a 22-year-old, and originally she's from Miami, Florida. She went to school in Georgia, somewhere in Georgia. Okay, so she went to high school in Georgia. She graduated high school. She decides that she's going to go to the Army. Kamia becomes a specialist in the Army, and she meets her Prince Charming, basically. Like, Tyrone was everything. So I'm gonna tell y'all about Tyrone. Tyrone is about 21, 22 when he meets Kamia, tomato. When they meet, look, basically she catches his eye. Like, it's like love at first sight. He like, I gotta put a ring on that because, like, that's her. She it. Like, you know, this girl is beautiful. You know, I need her in my life. He called his people and tell his people about her. And, you know, he excited. He real excited for his future with her. So in May of 2017, him and Kamia ties the knot. So let me tell y'all about Tyrone, because I just feel like Tyrone definitely needs a lot of my energy and my time in this segment. So Tyrone graduated high school, top of his class. He was from Benton Harbor, Michigan. And while he was in high school, he was in the band and he was in ROTC. And he was taking honors classes. So that's how he was able to graduate top of the class. Not only that, he was taking honors classes, he was taking college courses in high school. So this boy had it going on. Like, he been that man. He been that man, like, period. So he got all of this going on. He ends up getting a scholarship to Grand Valley State University. By the time Tyrone was a sophomore at Grand Valley, he decided that he would use his ROTC skills and go to the Army, enlist in the Army. So Tyrone decides he's going to enlist in the Army, and clearly that's where he met Kamia. He met her there, and in the meantime, in between time, while he finding love, he's still like there bossing up. So he ranked up really, really fast. Within 2 years, he was a sergeant, and he had did a tour to, like, a 9-month tour to Korea. Like, he was just a boss. Like, this, and mind you, he's only 23 years old. Like, by the time he becomes sergeant. So at 23, like, I can only imagine what else he would have, you know, been doing in his life if he was still here, because this dude was literally on a fast track to success since he was in high school. Tyrone is a boss. He doing what he gotta do in order to make his situation better. Tyrone and Kamia get married. They get hitched in 2017, and they end up having a baby. They welcome baby boy, baby Tyrone, into the world. And you know, like I said, they living their best life. Now it's husband, wifey, and baby. We living in Georgia. What can be better than this? What, like, literally, what can be better? So Kamia, whatever her name is, while Tyrone is being this devoted husband and father to her and her baby, she meets this young man named Jeremy. Okay, so clearly Jeremy ain't got nothing on Tyrone, because apparently Kamia sneaking in the barracks to get it in with Jeremy. So you cheating on your husband, they got you in a house to go sleep in a dorm, basically. Behind me. But not here to judge, just here to state facts. So her and Jeremy, like, they getting close. You know, tensions is high. They really, she feeling him. She having remorse. She like, dang, I married the wrong person. I should have married Jeremy. So one day her and Jeremy, you know, they doing their little Netflix and chilling. And Kamia like, you know, Jeremy got a $400,000 life insurance policy. Like, if he was to die, you know, the army gonna pay us out. Like, we gonna get paid. We gonna get $500,000. So we should kill him. So Jeremy basically like laugh it off, like, ha, this girl crazy. Like, I ain't about to kill her husband. Like, that's her whole husband. Like, I'm just here for this good stuff that she giving me, and she talking about that. You know, I ain't taking her seriously.
It was deep. Like, me and her was deep, and it was like she always. It was just negative things about Ty.
But now they still like fooling around. She's still sneaking in the barracks. Well, not sneaking because they grown, but she's still like, I guess she was sneaking because she was sneaking away from her home. So she's still like going to the barracks to see him or whatever. And they chilling, having, you know, hanging out and stuff. In the meantime, she, in her mind, she is trying to figure out how can she convince Jeremy to kill her husband so they can get this money in, and them two can live happily ever after. So she bring it up again. I need you to do this. Like, let's do this. Let's get this money. Like, we gonna get this money. I'm gonna have your baby after we kill him, and we gonna raise little Tyrone. We gonna live happily ever after because we finna get $500,000. All we gotta do is plan out this crime on Snapchat. Like, ain't nobody gonna see it. We gonna snap each other, and you know, ain't nobody gonna find out because the messages delete. Who gonna know? Ain't nobody gonna know because the messages is gonna delete.
It was just negative things about Ty and y'all, you know, and that was another reason that kind of fueled me. But
Jeremy, he like, alright, bet. Okay, cool. I'm in. I love you. You know, I'm in. We good. Let's do this. So Jeremy got his plan. Kamia done convinced him it's about to go down. We about to get paid. Let's kill my husband. And he not gonna even, like, man, this gonna work. This is gonna be a flawless plot because ain't nobody gonna find out. We doing this. We plotting a murder on Snapchat. Like, the messages delete. You cannot say, like, you know, that's why it's called Snapchat. It's gonna snap and it's gonna disappear. So boom, we good. And they don't, who gonna suspect me? Like, I'm about to go to his parents' house. I'm married to him. This is my husband. His family love me. Like, they not gonna think nothing. They not gonna think of me.
I took in as a daughter, and I still don't have the answers of why, you know, and I really love this person.
So, boom, it's time for the plan to be put into action. Apparently, Jeremy not moving fast enough for Kamia. Like, she like getting impatient. She like, okay, so they still texting on Snapchat because she think that this is a flawless plot. they not gonna get caught. In the meantime, in between time, they actually telling other people that's in the army what they're going to do. People think that they lying, like they playing around, because who could be crazy enough to kill a sergeant, your husband, and tell people about it? So people not really taking her seriously. They're not taking them seriously. They kind of think that it's a joke, like, oh, they you know, they ain't for real. They ain't about to kill this man. Fast forward, it's New Year's Eve. So Jeremy about to go party with his, you know, his squad from back home. He like, you know, I ain't seen the squad. So of course, Tyrone, because he's such a good man, he at the party, he like, babe, like, it's food here. You want me to bring you something? And she like, oh, of course, bring me some food, babe. Like, me and Tyrone love that. Bring us some food. So in the meantime, while he's thinking he's just about to take his wife some food from this party, she texting Jeremy like, he on his way, he about to bring me some food. Do it, do it, do it. So Jeremy, mind you, he in Chicago, which is probably, I think it was like 2 hours away. He on his way too. He like, all right, well, it's the perfect time for me to kill somebody today. He driving to Michigan from Chicago. So the whole time he was driving, he was like contemplating it, like, should I do this? Should I, like, is this really gonna be worth it? And Kamia like guilt tripping him like, yeah, we about to get so much money. Like, come on, hurry up. He about to be on his way. He pulling up. He about to bring us some food. This is the perfect time to do it. He's not gonna even suspect it. Like, he don't even know what's going on. So he on his way. So Jeremy on his way to the crib to kill Tyrone. Tyrone on his way to the crib to bring his wife and his baby some food. He don't even know what's about to happen. He don't even know that he about to walk into his fate, literally. So he pulls up at the crib and he calls Kamia like, hey, I'm outside, babe. I got your food. Literally, next thing you know, shots fire. Boom, boom. Tyrone hit the ground. So Kamia, she know what's going on already. But of course, she gotta play her role. She gotta, you know how that be. So she runs outside to, you know, basically see what's going on. And when she see him on the ground fighting for his life, she's screaming. She calls 911.
Emergency. I need help. My husband was shot. I need help.
When the police get there and the paramedics get there, the ambulance is putting Tyrone on a stretcher, and Kamia, she jumps on the stretcher, basically like being super dramatic, like, oh my gosh, my husband, basically playing her role.
Kamia Hassel cradling the unconscious body of her husband, Tyrone.
Well, let's get in there, hon, okay?
Whole time, she plotted to have him killed. Already done called his dad, you know, to let his dad know what was going on.
Do you have any idea what happened here?
No, he just brought us something to eat.
Okay.
So we sit on the couch eating, and then I just heard gunshots.
Kamia tells them that she and Tyrone were in town visiting family for the holidays, and he just returned home from a New Year's Eve party.
They were staying with Tyrone's father.
What did he get shot at? Who is it? You know who he is?
The dad pulls up on the scene, you know, distraught. So they take Tyrone to the hospital. Tyrone is pronounced dead at the hospital. Like, he gone. So now Kamia is without her husband. Tyrone's without his dad. And it's just very tragic. And Kamia is basically grieving now. So she's going through the motions of grieving. She decides that she's going to stay in Michigan with her father-in-law and grieve for her husband, help, you know, with the funeral, you know, do all these things, as well as post on Facebook about how she's feeling. So she wanted the world to know how much she loved her husband and how devastated she was for this happening to her husband. Basically, she had the grieving wife act down pat, and she probably was grieving. Like, honestly, her husband is dead. you know, her child's father is dead. So I'm not saying that those feelings weren't real, but I mean, sis, you did this. You told this man to kill him. I think she was trying to go get the money too quick or something, and it raised suspicion. Like, the police like, why is she, like, her husband just died and she's so pressed about this insurance money. So, like, we need to do some investigating. Like, this don't make sense. This boy didn't have no enemies. He was a sergeant in the army. Who would just ambush him and kill him? Like, who would want his life? So, of course, the police, like, well, let's dig a little bit deeper. Let's look into the wife, because she just raising a little bit of red flags for us. So we need to figure out what's really happening. What's happening? What's popping with Kamia Hassel? She was still defending her innocence. Like, oh, I didn't do this. Like, I wouldn't have done that. Jeremy snitched on Kamia, which was like, I mean, what did you expect? You thought he was just gonna let you, you know? And the whole time, they end up finding Kamia's Snapchat. They end up finding her Snapchat and seeing that she plotted this murder with
his father and his mother. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how his mother, you know what I'm saying? Period. At the end of the day, I'm the reason. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Kamia, she was basically like still when Jeremy got caught and threw her under the bus. But it's not even registered to her the severity of what she like, that she got caught, that she's really like red-handed killer. Like, you caught, sis, own up. You was big, bad, and bold when you did what you did. Now it's time to face the consequences. Now you don't know what's going on. You don't want to admit to your dealings in this crap. On January 12, 2019, the police pick Kamia Hassel up. They arrest her and they book and charge her with premeditated murder. So she's in jail looking stupid. You know, like, you kill a military, a serviceman, and a sergeant in the military, like, for the insurance money. Like, you really thought you was gonna get $500,000 for killing your husband, and you really thought that you wasn't gonna get caught because you was on Snapchat. Like, that's such a dumb plot. Like, that was so dumb. So Jeremy pulled the trigger, but he took a plea deal, so he didn't get life. He got a lesser sentence, but it wasn't life. Kamia, she wanted to prove her innocence and exercise her right to a trial and a jury. She went to trial, and she had a 3-day trial. I'm caught. I think she was really sad because she got caught, honestly. Like, I still don't even think she was remorseful, because she really thought in her 22-year-old mind that she wasn't gonna get caught for killing her husband, because she did it on Snapchat. But I really feel in my spirit that she was more upset about getting caught than she was about actually committing the crime. But, you know, that's just my speculation. That's just what I know about criminals, because the criminals usually do their crime and they don't really, like, some of them be remorseful if it's an accidental crime, but in this case, you didn't accidentally set your husband up. Like, you literally had the intent that your husband was going to die and you were going to collect $500,000. And it don't work like that, sis. I don't know. You should have just thought this through. I mean, you shouldn't have did it. You shouldn't have did it. But if you was going to be a criminal, at least be a smooth criminal. Like, sis. Kamia Hassel is currently serving a life sentence at the Michigan Department of Corrections. Yes, I know my first 2 episodes been about the Michiganders, but these Michigan women is ruthless, okay? They ruthless. Okay? So, justice was definitely served for Miss Hassel and Jeremy. I feel like he should have got a life sentence because he pulled the trigger. But, you know, them plea deals, them snitching when you snitch and you tell and all that stuff, you know, the law kind of, you know, have mercy on you. Kamia Hassel is currently, she is doing life without parole. So there is no chance that she is going to get out. And it's plenty of time. A life sentence is plenty of time for her to sit and think about what she did and the severity of her crime and how she really robbed Tyrone V from his dad. She robbed a man that had so much zeal and so much going on for his life. She robbed him of his life for $500,000 that more than likely he would have made that by the way that his mind, like you could just tell by the accomplishments that he had that he was going places, and more than likely that he was literally going to be a millionaire eventually. Just at 23 years old, he was already a sergeant in the army. The things that he would have been able to do with his work ethic and his determination and his brilliant mind, he probably literally would have been a millionaire. And Kamia, you would have been able to enjoy that with him. He would have probably led you to your $1 million. Like, because behind every strong man is a strong woman as well. But in this case, Kamia, you were weak. You were weak. You wanted to be with your mistress, little light-skinned Jeremy, that was dumb enough to kill for you. Like, I wouldn't even want to be with somebody that if I tell them we both got stuff going on, and I tell you that I want to do something that's going to jeopardize both of our future, not together but even separately. Why would you even want to be with a person that will like risk their whole future for you? That ain't it, baby. That ain't it. But now she got, like I said, her whole life to sit and think about how stupid she is. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Brushes and Justice. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that you can be in the know when I post more content. We're here every Monday and Thursday at noon, so make sure that you hit that notification bell so that when I post content, you can, you know, you can be the first to watch and you can comment. And if you know any stories, let me know in the comment box. See you in my next video. Bye.